Reincarnation and life after death. Let's talk about reincarnation. Talking about reincarnation is a very interesting topic to be discussed together with our friends or even in a school. What was your feeling talking about death? Maybe some of you scared and some are feeling interested. Do you believe in afterlife? Here's my little knowledge to share to you that might change your understanding and perspective about life and death, and afterlife. I don't know where to start because there are a lot of things you need to know first, and there's like an avalanche of thoughts running on my head on how to start this topic. By the way, since the topic is all about reincarnation, let's focus on reincarnation. And let's discuss some related topics one by one to my next video. Note that this information is not mine. I just learned from them. Meaning we are the second receiver of this information and you may be the third. What you will know today maybe sounds weird to you, but there is one thing I will tell you. Do not underestimate the word. When a person reads, it thinks. When he thinks, it opens the mind to reach its own conclusions. That's what defines being ready. Matters discussed generate conclusions and time takes care of showing the correct events. I am not enforcing you to believe in, it's all up to you. Let's discuss very briefly about reincarnation. Reincarnation defines about a being reborn after we die. But how far we know about it? There are many cultures and religious concept of reincarnation, and it talks about in the earlier version of Christian Bible, but they manipulated and detached from it. You know why? Because they want to control the masses. For us to function we have body organs such as heart, brain, lungs, kidney, etc. When we die all our internal organs slowly stops and die, and the brain will stop functioning. So what is the connection of the brain to reincarnation? The brain is like a biological power generator and an open frequency transmitter, receiver. We lived in the third dimension, or in short 3D, where our physical body are. Everywhere in this universe. Or parallel universe. Or different universe. Me. You. Them. All of us are in the third dimension. We have our physical brain in 3D, which all memories are stored in our current life. But we have also a brain in the fourth dimension, or 4D, where all our memories are installed in the previous lives. So what is fourth dimension? To explain very briefly, the fourth dimension is pure quantum matter at all sublevels. This is the place where we came before we are born, and also the place where we go after we disembody. A place where all spirit takes place after it dies the physical body of the 3D. Reincarnation is not just as simple as being reborn and die and reborn again. Today is year 2020 and many changes have happened for past 9 years since the frequency of our planet changes to a higher level of frequency than we have before. We have personal frequency, or what we called aura. Our auric frequency is personal and not transferable, so what we are, and who we are, whatever we do, or we did will be our auric frequency. The level of frequency defines the level of brain development and spiritual beings born on Earth. The soul or spirit of third dimension is measurable energy and has mass. It is composed of quantum particles, but is subject to the laws of behavior of matter in the fourth dimension, where the energy is the denser matter. This energy needs of an envelope in order to be in the third dimension, and how energy can occupy the space quantum of a body in the third dimension. The spirit of the third dimension is the densest form of matter that can be accepted into the fourth dimension. The beings who already live in the fourth dimension, such as the blue beings, has a much less energy dense than our soul. When you go into the fourth dimension, which is the density of your spirit when you're still in the process of incarnations in the third dimension, you can take time to rethink your values. You can even choose to return to a level lower frequency to act as a missionary to help old acquaintances or even an entire community. When you go into the fourth dimension, your spirit is still along the lines of your last I. While you're there, your original form will prevail, or will you recognize in the mirror as you. And all who know you will recognize you. If you're diseased with your aura, you will appear with the diseased. If you are well and in peace, will find yourself with fine look. Your memories are in your brain in the fourth dimension, but your physical brain of the third dimension is not sufficiently activated for these memories to be accessed. When you're in the fourth dimension, there is no physical barrier of the brain, and you can remember absolutely everything that ever lived. In the next video I will discuss about the beliefs in reincarnation. What will happen if you took your own life and why we don't recall our memories in our previous lives. And finally on the part 3 we will talk about fourth dimension and some evidences of reincarnation that our current science can't explain. See you on my next video. Thank you for watching.